We used to experience horror collectively in dark theaters. Today, the primary vehicle for fear is the isolated screen in the palm of your hand. The Indian film industry established its horror foundation with Kamal Amrohi's 1949 film Mahal. Casting stars like Ashok Kumar proved thrillers could draw mainstream audiences and achieve box office success. Tension relied heavily on high-quality audio design, utilizing legendary singers like Lata Mangeshkar to build atmosphere. By the 1980s, creators began incorporating darker psychological elements and exorcism themes to keep audiences engaged. The early 2000s injected energy into theaters with modern releases driven by screen queens like Bipasha Basu. Today, that centralized cinematic model has splintered. Hindi horror is now a massive, highly segmented digital creator economy, leaving the audience with total control over how, when, and where they get scared. You have millions of hours of Hindi horror at your fingertips right now. Between Spotify, Audible, and YouTube, the sheer volume of choices is actually the main problem. This spectrum graph shows the core trade-off. On the left, passive visuals for immediate gratification. On the right, active audio requiring imagination. Watching a complex video while driving or playing a slow audio drama for a quick jump scare simply fails. Finding a good horror experience isn't about locating the single best creator. It requires matching the content's format to your specific environment and your current attention span. Let's start with the audio first here. These are productions like Spookcast and Bay Originals. Audio horror relies entirely on the theater of the mind. To make this work, you must physically isolate your hearing from the outside world. These creators invest heavily in 3D soundscapes, original musical scores, and cinematic audio mixing. They build the environment around you using sound alone. The trade-off is how fragile the experience is. A sudden loud noise from the street or checking a text message instantly breaks the tension and ruins the setup. Tier 1 offers the highest possible immersion. Because of that, it demands the most uncompromising cognitive investment from you. Next, we have the long-form YouTube narrators. This space is dominated by creators like Kuni Monday, Kahanikar Sudhanshu Rai, and Chachake Facts. This scatterplot shows video duration against psychological depth. Here in the upper right quadrant, Tier 2 creators are routinely producing 20 to 30-minute slow-burn narratives. They anchor their stories with regional dialects, Indian mythology, the concept of karma, and user-submitted village folklore. The presentation is usually host-driven. It mimics the feeling of sitting around a campfire, which builds a strong sense of trust and authenticity. The trade-off here is pacing. You will rarely find jump scares or rapid visual stimulation in these videos. This tier is built specifically for patient viewers who prioritize cultural accuracy and philosophical dread over a cheap, fast drill. Finally, there is the animated and micro-short tier. Channels like Scary Pumpkin and Skull Tales command massive, rapidly growing audiences. They operate in 5 to 15-minute episodes, built entirely around punchy, fast-paced visual action. This format is heavily optimized for mobile viewing. It caters directly to Gen Z views and users who want to binge-watch multiple stories in one sitting. You give up creeping dread and psychological depth. Instead, you get predictable visual tropes that leave nothing up to your imagination. Tier 3 is the fast food of horror. It delivers pure, immediate adrenaline without demanding long-term attention. This decision tree flowchart asks the only question that matters when choosing your content tonight. What is your environment? If you are commuting, doing chores, or working, you need your eyes free. Choose Tier 1, audio podcasts. Put your headphones on and let the sound design do the work. If you are relaxed on your couch and want to explore deep mythology and real-world mysteries, choose Tier 2, the long-form narrators. If you are scrolling on your phone and just want a quick hit of fear before you sleep, choose Tier 3, animated microscares. The quality of your scare is directly tied to honoring the constraints of where you are right now. Stop endlessly scrolling through thumbnails. Use this map, make a decisive choice, and get exactly the nightmare you're looking for.